Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and it's a pleasure to be presenting to you today. So, before we go and talk about digital, let me take you through a while back. So, let me take you back to the late 1500s, back in Japan. That time was one of the deadliest and most chaotic times within Japanese history. So during that time, it was warlords all fighting for land within Japan. So out of that, what rose from that chaos was Toyotomi Hideyoshi, which was a peasant who became the most powerful man within Japan. So he dreamed big. He planned an invasion to Korea and then dreamed of conquering China after that. So what he did, he sent more than 150,000 troops across the sea. That was, at the time, one of the biggest armies that the world had ever seen. But his plan failed. You might ask, why did that fail? Basically, Hideyoshi was stationed in Osaka, far away from the battlefield. So reports took weeks in order to go back and forth. So when he received the report, was going through it, the situation on the ground has already changed. So he wasn't able to act on it. So his generals on the battlefield started to act independently and basically started to act against each other. What the Korean Navy did, they cut the supply lines to the Japanese army. The Japanese army inland starved. Then after that, Ming China entered the war and Hideyoshi's army was defeated. The problem wasn't they lacked resources or they lacked talent. The problem was they lacked orchestration between all of the activities that they were doing. So communication was broken, coordination was broken, and supply lines were gone from the battlefield. So you might imagine, why am I telling you this? So what does that have to do with manufacturing or with factories? So a modern factory without a manufacturing execution system today is like Hideyoshi's army. Passionate, ambitious people, but crippled by lack of coordination, lack of communication, and invisible supply lines to their operations overall. So the MES becomes the unifier within your operations. It's a system that will orchestrate all of the activities that are happening within your shop floor. So once you have that, your generals are aligned, your leaders have live visibility into the production battlefield that is happening on the ground, so they can keep winning over and over every day. So, Rockwell Automation is a global company. We're a 9.1 billion USD company. We operate in all of the different regions, EMEA, US, APAC, and Europe. And basically, we serve all different kinds of industries, whether it's discrete, process, or hybrid. And we have 3 segments of our business that we're going to take you through. So we operate in more than 100 countries. We have our own manufacturing sites. So we walk the talk in our manufacturing sites where we deploy our own systems in order to see how it can benefit the manufacturers all over the world. And last but not least, we're an S&P 500 company. So how do we do that? We do that through our ecosystem. So we have 3 brands that we're serving companies with. Allen Bradley, which is the hardware brand for Rockwell Automation, and it was the brand that created and invented the PLC. And then we have Factory Talk, which is the digital aspect of Rockwell Automation, and then we have the lifecycle services for the implementation, ensuring that whatever strategy you're building, whatever digital transformation plans you have in mind is executed in the right way and in the right manner and deliver the right outcomes that you desire. So this is our vision for the connected enterprise. So we start with factories from the inception, from an idea of building a factory. Then go with you on how to simulate your operations before you go and procure the machines. Then we work with the machine builders in order to make sure that you have the right sensors, the right devices in order to tackle your operational criticalities within the shop floor. And then last but not least, we go into the operational management and have our production data platform to do all of the orchestration within your shop floor activities and within your factories and environment. So from that, basically, we move into the heartbeat of your factory, which is the MES. So the MES is what moves your operations from one stage to another. From that, you move into connect from being reactive to proactive, managing your work orders, managing your maintenance jobs, managing your assets, ensuring that you're delivering on the right quantities, and ensuring that you're working on the most prioritized production orders that you have based on the differences, based on the changes that are coming from your customers and so on. So we work with you within the MES in order to connect level 1, the sensors, level 2, the SCADA systems, and the DCS, level 3, basically, which is the MES and historian, up to the ERP system in order to have a synchronized operation that is being orchestrated through the MES as the heartbeat of your operations. So the way that we do that is that we do it in a modular way. So when we look at factories, not all of the factories have the same priorities at the moment. So some factories will be looking more of on the quality aspect. So someone that is running in a highly regulated industry like food and bev or defense and so on. So they will have a huge focus on quality management system as their backbone for the digital era, while some other factories will be focusing on the agility that the system could give to them. So they would want more around the MES system as a core in order to manage their work order management and so on. And this is what flexible deployment is for Plex MES. So we analyze your operations. Based on that, we provide you with what we think would be the prioritized areas that will concern your factory. So during the ITSA event in December, through the Ministry of Industry, Rockwell Automation has been awarded as the most comprehensive Industry 4.0 solution. And this is not only because we have the best solution in the market. Definitely there are a lot of good solutions in the market, but not everyone has the local ecosystem in order to go and deploy the solutions locally. And this is where we believe is our strength within Rockwell Automation. So we come with the technology background and we come with the troops in order to go and deploy, in order to make sure your requirements are met through the MES system. So we'll be stationed outside. We'll be more than happy to take you through all of our MES customers that are available locally within Saudi, take you through the benefits that they saw within it, and how can we start the digital journey with your factory and hopefully scale it up all together. With that in mind, thank you very much, and it has been a pleasure to present to you today.